It's Viper Tiny taking on a farming Ursa plus support Dawnbreaker. Feels like a fun lane to be Viper in. Is that a correct assessment, or is nobody having fun in this lane because it's not fun playing Viper? Well, he actually goes in with the Starbreaker 1v2. Excel takes a lot of tower shots for that one. Saberlight is low. The Dawnbreaker is low, and Knight will dive the tower looking for first blood. He needs one more hit, and he will get it under the tower. Thunder Awaken's very own Knight gets first blood. He will die under the tower to the support Tiny. But now Ari tosses the tree over, gets a double kill. Britain's very own Ari. 2 kills on the board now. You know what, Neff? We've got this. I don't know why. I believe in you. Oh, mid lane! Huge kill from Bryle. Solo kills alone. The unexpected heads-up play. He'll grab both water runes. What a fantastic outplay from Bryle.
I mean, this used to be like a thing when you go into the jungle in Ursa. You just have way more attack speed by going the power treads, and you clear out camps incredibly quickly.
Top lane again. TP in by Illich. Saberlight again the target. They're focusing on bringing him down again. They'll bring him down for a 4th time this game. Saberlights. He gets all the deaths on TSM. So we were actually talking about Dota the other night. We mentioned how an offlaner's having a rough game. So, you know, maybe the 4 should become the offlaner. Is this one of those games where we should have already start farming?
Yes.
Over to mid lane, meanwhile, we see Bryle the target, charged through by Michael. Sapphire is low, bashing it under the tower. Avalanche comes through, stunning the Tusk. In comes Moonmeander, but he's stopped by Excel. Bryle will cookie stun on both. Alone is already dead. Michael's on the run. A huge turn from Bryle and Ari. Moonmeander has been stunned by Excel, but he's still alive. Hammer through. Moon will drop. Bryle low. Scatterblast saves him. Excel goes down. A 3-for-1 rout in favor of TSM. So one person we have not been talking about for the last 7 minutes of the game is, Sven. He's hitting creeps. He's having a good time.
Boy, Tomato. Isn't this the life on the position? It's hidden creeps, not a
Meanwhile, middle lane. See, oh, that's a very dead Dawnbreaker, it appears. Tusk will attempt the snowball through. Excel is low, but not dead yet. Shards hit onto. Illich TP's in, so does Moon Meander. Bryle is low. Ari is low. Excel is actually still alive, but in comes a big bad Sven. He turns red, slapping Furion. Michael looks for a bash. Stormbolt on Furion. He's cleaving, bringing down Excel to cleave damage, bringing down Illich, heading to alone. He's 1/3 HP. He'll snowball half HP. Shards through, goes for Moon Meander. He wants to kill, but he's already dead. A triple kill for the Sven. Michael is forced to charge away, and what a great TP rotation by TSM's Tomato. He's still about half HP on the Spirit Breaker, and he'll charge to do north and west away from the action. He should be fine.
Mid lane, rotating in onto Moon Meander. Snapfire Kisses come out, and I think this is going to keep Moon alive. That and the extra armor got from the Frost armor. In fact, it does.
Gaze in as well.
Punished. Yeah, the tip onto him too. They're trying to hit him with the mental damage. You love to see it. I'm pretty sure he tried to toss, like that toss connected with Alone, right? And he tried to toss him back into TSM. But I think the Sinister Gaze, this ability works pretty weird. This one alone.
Meanwhile, over the bottom lane, Illich is already dead. They're moving over to Michael. He still is a Spirit Breaker, but he's being run at. Avalanche is up. It will be used. Tomato has Stormbolt into Michael charged away in time. Over to mid lane, meanwhile, Alone's just dead again for the 5th time this game.
Yeah, it looks like he got hit with a Chain Frost that time. They did nerf the stun duration of all these spells, though. Cookie stun duration is still pretty high, but I believe Gadablast was reduced to 5 seconds. That's
Speaking of a gobble up bottom lane, Ursa could not get the Enrage off in time. That's a very big pick off. And
yeah.
We did talk about the fact that Sven is playing against a bunch of tanky heroes. Like, again, 4 strength heroes on the side of Thunder Awaken, but he's starting to get a pretty significant network advantage over everyone in the game.
This could be the big play here. 4-man smoke, but it's tanked by Ari. They'll attempt to save him. He'll toss an Avalanche over to Alone. He's already low on HP. Excel will Solar Guardian. Stun comes through again. The Chain Frost is bouncing around. Alone is already dead. Michael, the new target, joins him in the grave. And the Sinister Gaze Knight. He's tossed on up, stunned by the Cookie. And there we go. 3 kills for TSM. Excel will get away, but that's a disastrous fight again for Thunder Awaken. If you're playing on TSM, you just play, you play the economic game. You control the map. You just slowly win by attrition, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, I'll give him that for that. That was a fantastic read from Alone. Meanwhile, oh, Jesus. Meanwhile, the Tri Camp will break the mid lane again. Avalanche Tosser there on alone. He'll snowball, but it's towards Ari this time around. He'll attempt to get away, but his blink has been canceled, and his life too has been canceled. Nature's Prophet will BKB attempting to fight there. Quick is there on Saber. Light. Chain Frost is bouncing. Avalanche comes through. Saber is dead, but it's 3-for-1 in TSM's favor. Knight's BKB is going to end quite soon, and TSM want to punish. Cookie will not stun, but Ari has Tumbler's toy in. He'll toss back the Ursa. Buyback from Michael looking to charge on through. Gobble up, stuns Illich. Illich is low. Tomato is cleaving. Knight still the target. Nature's Prophet down. And Knight and Excel must run away. Moon Meander once Sinister gets to find down there. So Tomato blinks in. Ursa is going to attempt to man fight his way out, bringing down Moon Meander, but it will cost him his life. He's currently in a very rough fight right now. Michael saved him, however. He's charging through, distracting entirely, bringing down Bryle. Tomato will avenge him, but Knight has returned, looking to man fight. Sven will BKB just a blink away. With the buyback from Mixel, it's time to run. Alone is respawns into the fight, punching up the Tiny. Ari will toss him back, avalanching the follow, but there's too many running him down. The snowball, the right clicks, the killing spree for the Ursa Bear. And that's actually a pretty good fight for Thunder Awaken.
I talked about how important that was for jumping on to Bryle on the back line in this game.
Oh, well, Tomato, speaking of Blink Daggers on carries, just solo kills alone. Blink in, turns red, slaps him down with a large hammer, and TSM want one more. Avalanche Toss will be there on Illich. He'll attempt to sprout and run away, but there's a lot of TSM cores running at him, very angry. And he'll get right-clicked down by everybody in the fight. 2 more kills, both core kills at that. Now, usually you do it in the opposite order. You grab that safe lane T2 and then the outpost, but TSM, oh, Blink Punch there in Tomato. He still has 2 lives, however.
5 seconds.
Oh, 2 seconds. We're looking to break it. But no, they will not break it in time. He's fully regen up. Oh no, an absolute disaster. The stuns come through and Thunder Awaken are collapsing right now. Already 3 dead. Oh no.
That was almost huge.
The stream didn't see it because we were having a bit of a tech delay. But Alone was literally, he was spamming the voice line, disconnected. Meanwhile in the jungle, never mind, Knight is running in for Ari. Ari will force staff himself away, but he's been gone on by 2. He got gobbled up by Bryle, but now Bryle gets bashed. It's Snapfire already dead, and the Tiny will join him. Saber is looking to walk up at this point. It's already 2 kills for Ursa, and the fight is lost. we need to turn both of us up.
That's already been done.
Nice. 2 steps ahead again from Neff. Meanwhile, speaking of 2 steps ahead, both teams have smoked right now in the river. Stand Thunder Awaken. Ari has been punched up. Thunder want the skill, but the 3-man Stormbolt from Tomato into the Chain Frost. The Wombo combo comes through. Michael is dead. Alone is dead. Knight is dropping. He's trying to manfight and the enrage in the BKB. He's looking to bring that Tomato, and he actually will, but he'll lose his life. Currently a 3-for-1, now a 3-for-2. Illich TP's away. Avalanche will cancel that one. That's a full 5-man wipe, and a 5-for-2 in favor of TSM.
They managed to get the Sven, but it cost them everything. A complete disaster there for Thunder Awaken.
Is it like you slam in a direction, you slam in place? What does that actually do?
You nosedive. What do you mean? It's what it says on the can.
You'll have to see it mid-fight, because right now fight's breaking out in the dire side jungle. Ryle, he blinks away in time, and Ari will avalanche. Tomato engages, but he's been bashed by Knight. Brought down in the chain stun. Tomato already down. Ari to join him. At this point, it's time to run if you're TSM. That's a bad fight. And guess who just respawned? Our good old friend.
Make quick work of this one. Oh, he managed to bring
Gobble
the
up.
back. Whoa!
That's a creep. That's a creep.
He got the shard first. He passed it to Script Breaker. Did.
Ooh, that gives the planar pockets, which actually could be quite interesting in this game, but is tanking some of these single target spells. Meanwhile, on the Radiant Tri-Camp, speaking of Knight, he's on the run right now. He has 2 lives, might just lose 1. Charge comes through by Michael. Ryle cancels old Mortimer's kisses, hookieing through the Viper. Aegis has been lost. Chain Frost is bouncing around. Excel is dead. Michael is dead. Saberlight's still alive. It's time to run.
With this?
He's getting away with this for sure. Now the Gobble Up tosses in Moon Meander. Oh no, you are dead. That's a 3-for-0 route. A great fight there, of course, for TSM fighting in a 4v5 kind of.
If you start splitting up the map and trying to deal with this Nature's Prophet split push, you'll just get charged up by the Spirit Breaker, run on by the toss to get a snowball on top of you. Dawnbreaker can globally assist as well. Speaking of, she's almost got the Aghanim Scepter. She's only 20 gold off.
Speaking of, as a fight the Radiant Tri-Camp as well. Charge on Saberlight. Tomato stuns only on one. Solar Guardian comes through. Excel joins the team fight. Everyone's popping their BKBs right now. Saber is nose diving through with his Ogre Steel Totem, but it does not matter. He's already dead. It's time to run for TSM. Tomato, the target. His BKB is already on cooldown. And Knight is man fighting heavily. The Sven will fall. Excel will be the trade eventually, but it's not going on for TSM right now. Ari has been punched up in the air by Alone, and the Tiny will fall. Charge through Snowball as well. There on Moon Meander, a triple kill for Knight on the Ursa. That's a 4 for 2 so far. Bryle looks to avenge his teammates, bringing down Alone. Now 4 for 3. He'll use the Shadow Enemy, but the Sentry Ward! The Sentry Ward saves the fight.
Oh my god, they're bringing it back right now. This is my issue with late game Snapfire. You're not accomplishing a ton. Yeah, you managed to find some kills that tail into that team fight, but
he has to invade the dire side. Not Tri-Camp, but Bi-Camp, I guess, but
thank you.
They're still finding a lack of heroes from Thunder Awaken. They'll now flood into the east side of the dire jungle. They're going to run into the Ursa Bear, who has the Enrage in the BKB. He'll turn with Overpower. Charge comes through, stunning on 3 for now. Tomato the target. He'll storm both Spirit Breaker. Now, Knight's man fighting with Saberlight. Saberlight's incredibly low. Tomato is half HP as well. This fight's not going on for TSM currently as it stands. Punch up near Tomato. He'll now BKB, turning red. Michael is low. The fight's chaotic and split. Saberlight dropping. Tomato is running. More kisses come through, hitting on 2 for now. Knight will enrage. Orchid there on the Tiny, preventing his stuns from coming off, and now Excel will hammer on through, but Bryle is manning up. Snowball comes through. Excel is dead. Moon Meander is in a lot of danger, but so is Knight. TSM focus. They bring down the carry. Dawnbreaker has bought back, but you are down 2. Neither have a buyback, and TSM turn what looked like a terrible engagement into a fight win.
Several heroes there, forcing the buyback from Excel as well, and immediately Nature's Prophet realized, alright, there's not any games here. I just have to
bottom lane
split push, but
Avalanche toss. Nature's Prophet caught split pushing as you mentioned. A huge kill to get. The rat is down for 70 seconds. So Illich has buyback. Knight still is there for 35, however. There's a lot of building hitting going on. Sven's right clicks, but it won't save the buildings. Thunder Awaken will have to fight if they want to save the buildings, and fighting seems hard right now.
They spoke up on 4. They're planning to leave the base and find whatever they can find. Ideally, they wrap around and catch the enemies on Dawn. Worst case scenario, Sven picks up a double damage rune and runs into your team.
If final scenario, it appears Thunder Awaken will choose to go on the Tiny. They burst him down immediately. They head to Saberlight, who's half HP. Dire pop their BKBs. Sandstorm Gaze comes through on Knight. Moon will sacrifice himself to try to save Saberlight. He's somehow still in the Sprout, but inevitably his time has come. 3 dead, though both Bryle and Tomato got away, I think. Thunder were waiting for it, and that's a lot of damage.
Need the refresher shard as well. I mean, it is a very important tower.
Oh, absolutely.
The fact that they've been able to take it with like the run at you heroes and Nature's Prophet is a very telling sign of like the state of this game. Where Thunder Awaken stands.
Charge on Saberlight again. Both teams unleash everything. Saberlight, the main target of the Dire right now. He's incredibly low, and he's actually going to die. Excel will stun with the Solar Guardian, but in comes Bryle, dishing out huge damage. Moon Meander is low. Illich is low. It's time to run, but no. Moon Meander dead. Viper buys back. Stormbolt through, looking for Michael, but they're cutting on Tomato for the time being, but no! More Bryle-based damage. Michael is already dead. Knight is incredibly low. His BKB's on cooldown, but he still has 1 more life. Excel to fall, but now, can you save Knight? He'll attempt to blink away, but no! Avalanche, BKB now there. He'll enrage, manning up, looking for a dieback on Saberlight. Snowball through by Alone once again. It's a 1-for-1 trade once. Oh no! Knight has fallen, and with that note, that's a full 5-man wipe. You've lost your Viper with a dieback, but at severe cost. Where'd he get this illusion rune?
Illusion rune. He ended up dropping his Swift Blink and his Nullify into that one as well, so it's going to delay him coming to the game. Dawnbreaker now able to buy back. I think
now a 2v3 Avalanche on Knight. He'll enrage just for a little bit of extra survivability. The T4 is dropping. Tomato becomes red. He's focusing the buildings. Solar Guardian will come through, but Tomato dodges it. The throne, half HP. They're picking him out. He's blinking around. Can they stop Tomato? It seems they can't. They want him. The bash, but Ari, the 2-man Avalanche. Tomato's hitting the throne. Buildings have been focused, and TSM will take game number 1 over Thunder Awaken.
Not the cleanest victory, but again, tier 1 tower still standing after everything was said and done. TSM very easily winning this one.
I think this game will go a little bit better for Thunder Awaken than the last time. Again, the matchup Slaughter against the lifestealer is pretty unplayable for the lifestealer. Yeah,
This
man's
is
pushing him
incredibly
all the
sad.
way, back to his tower. Very sad boy. Drops a banner on him there as well. What is that?
Oh, no. I think it's the God Hand Guild, the one that like Bryle and people are in. But Barrett rotation mid lane, arrow chains on Bryle. He's barely alive. Will attempt to run away, but leap in by Michael. Fairy Fire from Bryle. Your first blood will go to Michael. Correction. It's a 1-for-1 trade. However, the tower might just okay then. Double kill for Bryle.
and they lose
got the
the
XP on none of it. Was Moomiander in range of the XP at the end there for that second kill? I mean, the Savior T1 tower, we saw last game the power of the Radiant mid T1 tower, and for now it's still healthy. Though Bryle is going on in already. Alone will have to chains, but in comes Moomiander, the wraparound rotation. Alone is going to Fairy Fire, but eventually he will die for the Crystal Nova. Michael leaps in looking for Bryle. He does not find the kill thanks to the range drop from Bryle. One more good kill there, but it's not a TSM, but in comes Excel. Ice pathing Bryle. Ari gets the haste through, and Bryle low, Excel low. It seems like both might just die here. Bryle is still running away. Michael leaps in, has the Starstorm, gets the kill. It'll cost him his life. A good trade for TSM, but Thunder Awaken at least get the kill on Bryle. That seems unintended.
It wasn't intended. They fixed it now.
Good. Speaking of Razor, bottom lane, he'll go on Excel. Alone will remnant in. The fight is breaking out. Excel might drop, but it will be a very good trade in favor of... Oh, the neutral deny! The neutral deny! Oh, no! From bad to worse. Ari seems like he'll get away, but...
Slick move there by Moon, dropping the freezing field and being able to hop inside of him with the infest. The survivor.
Tomato.
But
Speaking of Tomato, he's in danger again, bottom lane. He has rage, but no infest. He'll pop the rage, he'll pop the big bull, but he's been bashed by Illich. One more bash comes through, and he gets
so
one more
much
bash for the
movement
kill.
speed. What?
The pathing! The pathing!
Pathing?
The armlet toggles. Meanwhile, Michael dies over in the mid lane, but it's Tomato dying in the bottom lane. Interesting fight. Ultimately, a good one for Thunder Awaken across the map, even with that one.
So,
that's one power. I mean, you mentioned heroes like Ursa a lot with Roshan ability. Slardar is probably the next best hero in the game for taking Roshan. It's incredible minus armor. And Ricky was poking his head around, but it'll cost him his life. He'll tricks to the trade. Arrow will miss. Dodge there by Ari, but it will not matter. Roshan dies. Ricky dies. All in favor of Thunder Awaken. Went against the very bold play, remnanting into 3 heroes.
are you sure?
With the slight change, so slightly less risky, but still wants to kill on Crystal Maiden. Bryle and Ari are backing him up. He still has that remnant. Illich is rotating over through the river. Bryle shows his face. Meanwhile, Ari's on the south side, sleeping, darting the Slardar. Arrow is there on Bryle. He's dropping, and he's going to die. And at this point, if you're TSM, your Viper is dead. It's time to run. Problem is, Illich says, no, I am faster than you. Ooh, the back damage. Ricky, the sleeping dart, attempting to run away, but alone secures that kill. Ice Path on 2, arrow on Tomato. TSM, they're beginning to collapse. One more jump from the Slardar. He's bashing, he's crushing, doing huge damage. Saberlight has salvaged the fight. Marana on the run, Vicky from Slardar. Infest, heals Saberlight, Tomato's low. Moon Meander's low. Saberlight trying to stand his ground, but he's not HP and dropping. Moon Meander is dead. Bash on Saberlight. Arrow comes through. It's missing, but it will not matter. Saberlight dead. A huge fight win in favor of the side of Thunder Awaken, and they want one more. Tomato needs to armlet toggle. Correction, he needs to walk away. Regardless, huge fight win for Thunder Awaken. Massive signs of life.
After taking like more than 4k damage there, the whole reason he's able to take that much is because of the bloodstone.
So you fight bottom lane in the Radiant jungle. Chains arrow on Bryle. They found him isolated alone farming. Tomato tried to TPM, but it was too late.
Do you like Ember Spirit's item build, by the way?
It's like an old school Ember build. I like it a lot this game, actually. With the Sleeping Dart on Marana. Michael has 2 leads from the Force Staff still. He'll force, but a good read from Ari. He prepped the smoke cloud. Problem is, in come the cavalry. Thunder Awaken arrive. Big bad Slardar looks for a big bad man fight. Halberd from Tomato. Excel's like that off for 1. Excel again. He's back to the grave. TSM are still fighting. Looking towards Michael. Moon Meander's walking in. Reflection will be there on 3. Blink. Crush on 2. Viper, the target. Ryle stands his ground. Sara's half HP. Razor's half HP. Ember has been slept. Thunder Awaken are beginning to take some huge damage, but they'll bring down Saberlight before that happens. They're running away. Terrorblade's dropping. Michael is dropping. Alone, but his BKB's man fighting, bringing down the wolf. The wolf has fallen. In the arrow on Tomato. TV mans up. The minus armor is there. He's still half HP. Bryle mans up. The man fighting's massive. Alone. He's run to the north side, but Michael has died in the south side. because of Viper damage over time. And at this point, after a very awkward engagement. Oh yeah, Roshan's dead, by the way.
Yeah, they made very quick work of this one.
I was looking elsewhere. I heard Roshan get bashed.
Don't worry.
I look over. I guess hope to win the game by then.
Yep.
He is literally like half his team's net worth almost. He's incredibly farmed, but it's go time for Thunder Awaken at the buy camp area in the river as well. They bring down Ari, Saber, and Moon Meander are now in a bit of danger. Tomato's backing them up. Meanwhile, in the top lane, the Siege unit in the Terrorblade Illusion have brought down the range racks. Thunder Awaken gain equilibrium in the top lane.
He's like still holding onto his Wraith Band as well this late in the game.
He's got a casual plate mail on Viper as well. I think he wanted to buy a good arrow.
Yeah, this will slow this one down.
Fine time for Thunder to arrive. They're smoked up on 4 right now. They actually, TSM are forced to back off.
Yeah. Sick.
But now they smoke as well as 5. In the river, both smokes pop, chains on 2. In comes Slardar. He's been disarmed though. A good halberd in time. He'll crush on 2. Slardar is low. Saberlight is low. The offlaners may both drop. Saberlight dead, but Slardar's still alive. Ryle will Bloodstone, but he's slow with a Scotty. His regen has been reduced. Alone is low, but Bryle is dead. Alone, he's still alive. The Bastion Tomato, he wants Alone desperately. He'll get that kill, but for TSM, it is a disaster. Tomato is trying to get away. He will use the rage, but he's fighting with his buyback teammates. Ice Path hits on 2. Viper needs to run. If he dies, it will be a dieback, and he will not die for now.
I think if Terrorblade's hitting you, if Terrorblade's not disabled, you just straight up lose the fight.
Roshan pit once again. Excel unleashes the arsenal, trying for kills. Alone buys back. It'll be a 5v5. Roshan is low but not dead yet. Michael leaps in. Tomato rages. He's focusing Roshan. In comes Alone. In comes everybody who grabs everything. Everything in the pit. Alone will grab it. Huge for the side of Thunder Awaken. And now they will lose 1 life on Ember. But Slardar is here. Terrorblade is here. It may be time to fight. Ember returns. But I think he's on cooldown. He used it to grab the Aegis. He's dead. That's a dieback on Alone. What was an absolute miracle has turned into an absolute disaster. Michael is on the run, and they see the Mirana. He will bring down the Mirana with 1 more hit. He'll attempt the TP, not quite in time. Brought down by Saberlight. And you have lost your Ember for 91 more seconds. Still 29 more seconds. Steeping Dart on Knight. T3 to fall. TSM focused buildings. Range racks, melee racks, both very low. Arrow delays Saber Chad, but he cares not. His Aghanims is still active. Grabs both of the last hits on the buildings. A full set of racks, middle lane. I guess let's play the ward. Play the buy camp. TSM Smoke. They've obtained some high ground real estates. They have a ward in the low grounds. Michael has been sleep darted. What is the follow-up stun? It will be Tomato walking forward looking for a bash. Michael has used his leaps, he'll force staff, he's out of escape. But I'm not sure if TSM know that. They'll commit regardless, they'll bring down Mirana. Michael has a buyback. Ice Path hits on Saberlight. Illich wants an angle. Knight uses the meta. In comes Slarda. He'll BKB. He'll bash. Mirana buys back. Alone engages the chains. The right clicks. Illich is manning up, looking for the kill on Bryle, but he's invested. He's healed. He's kept alive, but not for long. Slardar and Knight, they're both dropping. Problem Saberlight is forced to use his cheese. Regen reduced by Scotty, and Razor is dead. Crush. Oh God, Ricky gets annihilated, and they head over to Moon Meander. He's brought down as well. One key problem. Look at the available buybacks. There's only one. Only the Razor. He just got buyback. He literally just got the buyback. That's important.
Just came off the cooldown?
I think so. Regardless, the buildings are not surviving. Melee's dead. Range Rack's dead. Still a minute. Link's on in. They want Saberlight. Ice Path hits on 2. Thunder Awaken. Want game 2. They find the jump on the Razor, and they bring him down. As a dieback on Saberlight. Tomato, he's trying. He's manning up, but he's kited around. His rage has ended, and his life will soon end right afterwards. Down goes Tomato with no buyback. Ari is dead. That is a dieback. That is a full 5-man wipe. And Thunder Awaken will bring us to an all-deciding game number 3.
Yeah, they're going for the throne now. There's nothing that they're able to do about this one. One swift teamfight victory, and that is it. Moon Meander calls it. So, their builds, as hilarious as they were, as much fun as I think that they had, maybe this one wasn't it. The Bloodstone Viper, the Bloodstone Racer. They're putting on a show, if nothing else, here on TSM. Is this stuff capable of working? Maybe. Is it optimal play? And this is some real, like, bell curve Dota shit that we got going on right here. Like, a low MMR game, everyone pick carry.
It's one of those things. I think actually mid lane we're seeing a bit of rotation. Never mind. Unless, yeah, he's still fine, I think. Instead he'll raise Michael. Michael has no flame guard. He's used short range raise. Illich TP's in, and first blood will go to Alone. Okay then. That will be first blood going to the Zeus. Meanwhile, top lane they bring down Ari as well. Not quite sure how cross map is this bad for TSM, but
Zero armor hero punished pretty heavily.
back to top lane. Knight has been avalanched under the Radiant top T1 tower. He's tossed back towards Saber Light. The tower's coming through. Mischief will get used, but it will not be enough damage stopped by the Mischief. Well, now it's one kill for TSM. Saber Light on the offlane, farming Phoenix on the board. He's currently fourth in net worth, which is
well, tell me your theory. Why is it that Alone hasn't been having good games? Is Bryle simply better?
I mean, TSM, they've been focusing him down. Mid lane Requiem from Bryle to escape the gank. He's feared away all three. He's now running to the northwest towards Excel. He'll turn to Alone. The two raise combo brings down Zeus. He'll third raise over to Excel. Excel will die in 2 more hits. There's one. There's one. Oh, never mind. There's still a kill. Bryle gets one. Ari gets
that
one.
Good start that Zeus had.
I stand corrected.
Do you remember the fun names that they had for them? Mogul can't touch this.
I like the ones where they mentioned like players. Wait, mid lane, fight in the river. Alone is tossed up, brought down, and the hero of Merlini will fall to Bryo Shadowfiend, the one of Yafets. And with 2 references at once, we now see TSM look for more kills. Michael will get away. Meanwhile, bottom lane, it's Crystal Maiden tanking damage from Illich. Wrath of Nature comes through, and Tomato will die to Nature's Prophets. So a lot of action across the map. We're not done yet. Back to middle lane. Ari, correction, he's just walking away slowly and surviving. I'm interested in, I mean, Tomato's got this 1-4-1 skill build. He's tanking some damage right now. There's 3 Thunder Awaken heroes in the bottom. Ooh, from long range! Oh my! Beautiful play from Tomato. The beautiful game going on right now. Illich will attempt the TP away, but he'll die to the rot damage. Over to Michael. He's running away, but he's running into, well, a Bryle Shadowfiend, raising him down to the ground. 2 kills for the side of TSM, and
he's also still holding on to a single tango. So potentially potential escape there before the Hurricane Pike gets sent out to him, which he'll have another 300 gold.
Well, the fight breaks out at the eastern part of the Radiant jungle. Orchid on Saber Light. Thunder Wicked will be focusing down before there's no spells coming out there. But a hook again from long range on Knight. He has the Wukong, but right now TSM are losing the fight. Their tower is dead. There are no more TPs. Alone unleashes the Thunder God's wrath to bring down Ari. Tomato will attempt to eat up the gyro, but inevitably he will perish. That's a 3-kill streak there for Thunder Awaken. TSM get nothing but walking away with sadness.
He moved into the fog there, so it would have canceled the shift Q.
I see.
As the hook was pulling him in. But yeah, the animation on it, I believe, is too long. You need to like animation cancel and then do it. If you have an Aether Lens, you can do it.
Oh, wait, they've caught Knight. They killed his tree. He's temporarily stunned. He'll Boundless Strike on 2. He'll bring down Ari before he... Wait, he's not dead. He's now finally dead. Meanwhile, we see Excel dying. So across the map, it's a 2 for 2. We see Phoenix and Tiny for Gyro and Monkey King. Really chaotic in terms of that fight.
I just don't think that SF is an amazing hero for it. Like, SF can pop off, but he definitely falls off as the game goes on.
No doubt. He's going to need a lot of control from this team.
He's no Siege Wagon after all.
That is true. Top lane E-Blade on Tomato. TP in by Illich. They focus down the carry Pudge. The fight continues. Saberlight dives in, dives away. Illich will BKB. Meanwhile, it's time to run for TSM. Moon Meander has already fallen. Bryle pump fakes the Requiem. And winners in my heart,
then
too.
They ran through the upper bracket. They played the entire EU DPC in like 2 days.
They had a winning record in those series, but unfortunately, what can you do?
Yeah. The only reason EU won is because TSM let
over Zeus. Wukong comes through from Knight. Zeus is dead. They've lost Alone. Thunder Awaken around the run. Requiem comes through, fearing away 3 heroes. Knight is manning up. Michael dead. Excel dead. 3 down for Thunder Awaken. And TSM are still there is 5. Knight's man fighting with the Jingu, but he'll get brought down. TSM a 4 for 0. And we were starting to have concerns with their game state. And just in one big team fight, they turn it around, Neff. Watch the Santa hat, Neff.
But it is going to counter out the Yule Scepters that a lot of people are going for right now.
We're in mid lane. What's going on mid lane? Ari's tossed in alone. Oh god, the damage from Bryle.
I had missed that completely, but again, the man's got the dataless.
He died in 2 shots, Neff.
Which I don't think are going to be enough to bring him down. So as long as he's alive and continuing to attack people, he'll be fine. Pudge does not have Aghanim Shard in order to save him right now, but again, he can't keep him alive with a
avalanche, the toss, the chain stun. They brought down the Ember, but he does have a buyback.
I don't think
as well.
that time is going to be able to keep his rack alive. I don't think they pop a Fortify right now. No, they don't bother.
And there is no wave coming in top. Problem is, there's still creeps there in middle lane. I think there was 1 wave maybe cut. Next one will be there in about 20. Oh, avalanche, toss. There in the gyrocopter of Excel. Excel is already dead. Hook will miss. Wrath is unleashed from Zeus, but it's time to run. Gyro buys back. You've got the tower. It's time to get away before Thunderwaken can fight.
Zeus doesn't have near enough damage at the moment. Again, this pipe is putting in some significant work. It really feels like they can't even hurt Tomato with magic damage at this point.
And they're trying. They're casting a lot of spells out. He's just not dying.
Yeah. At the very least, you know, he's got the Aghanim Shard on alone, so he's doing percentage-based damage to the Pudge, which I think is the majority of what he's taking right now.
Well, they're going in on Pudge. Avalanche hits on 2. Both will BKB. Wukong's comes in from Night. Saber pops the Supernova. Dire trying to kill it. It's half HP, quarter HP, already dead. TSM, they lose 1, but they've killed 2. Rival Manta, not dodging missile, but Michael's forced to remnant away.
Yeah, there's nothing to be gained here other than going for the tier 4s and trying to end. So that is what Bryle is going to try to do. Tier 3 bottom rack's being defended by the fact that tier 2 is still standing. The wave is pushed too far in for them to go back and try to defend it. So they're going to try to close the game. The Fortify will do a lot of damage to Moon Meander here.
The avalanche, and everybody! Michael's already dead. Alone's dropping as well. He'll E-blade himself over the raises. The damage. Ember buys back. Alone to fall. Gyro and Zeus, they have no buyback. Michael will not die. Ryle's diving the fountain. He wants the full wipe. He gets the full wipe. And just like that, team at solo mid, they're going to defeat Thunder Awaken 2-1.
TSM coming in clutch, and Bryle,
he dropped some items even.
Well, were those Mantles of Intelligence? What were they?
I don't know. We can check at the player items thing at the end of the game.
Yeah.